Grand Rising, and or Rich Risings to all, whatever time it is for you. It's currently, like 7:30? Just seeing the clock, actually 7:27 on the dot where I'm at. So that means it's like, 10 on the East Coast, if I'm not mistaken. Here nor there. Now this video is strictly for, I'm going to say, the chosen for real. And I'm going to speak on strictly what they don't speak on as far as this spiritual healing journey goes, because I feel like it's like kinda emphasized, but I barely see people making videos on this. So I want to speak on it from, my experience, obviously. So, whoever really needs this, I feel like you will understand yourself more in a sense. Here nor there. I started mine, when I was like fucking, realistically, it been started when I was like 13, 14, as soon as I chose to jump in the streets. I'm not gonna lie, really 12, but I'm gonna say when things just got serious was when I was like 17 going on 18. Like, I was deep into the knowledge then, but long story short, I ended up taking a trip with my brother and shit a little minute ago, around like 18, when I first, I'd say like 6 months in, moving into here. And I told you I was already like familiar with the knowledge for the most part, but it didn't really get deep until, I want to say, like I said, 18. And then that situation happened. I had to end up going to Florida for, I think I was there for like a month maybe, or it was like a little bit over a month or a little bit under a month. But through that whole time, that was like probably the biggest changes of my motherfucking life. I was taking every vitamin like that the body need, aka supplement, whatever you want to call it. I completely stopped eating like bullshit. I was vegan for probably like, once it started, not gonna lie, I was solid for like almost a year and some change, like real shit. Like, that body detox was a whole different ball game, I'm not gonna lie. Then I was drinking hella sea moss out there. I was literally eating nothing but like healthy food, shit I never even tried. But like, come to find out, it's probably just my opinion, but I think vegan food better than regular food. I know I'm gonna get ate up with the comments behind that, but real shit, like, going a year strong, nigga, was a whole different ball game. Cause like, it's really the shrooms. I want to speak on that part for the most part. Like, nigga, that's when I really, like, after I got the knowledge, because I was getting hella knowledge probably for a week before we did shrooms. That, like, weekend, I think it was, like, after a class, I ended up microdosing by myself and shit. Like, taking a little experience myself just to, like, open my eyes and, like, figure out who I was. Like, I already knew who I was, but, like, basically, like, I did that to figure out my beginning, aka the beginning of the story, because it's a beginning, then it's a middle, then it's an end. So the shrooms was for that specific reason, to understand who I was, for one, and not only that, like, I had to do some motherfucking digging to understand why life went the way it did for me, and strictly from my point of view, not nobody else's, just only mine. Within that process, some harsh truths, like harsh, dark truths came to motherfucking light. Shit that I never even like really sat back and like thought about realistically, and it's like so bad to the point where a lot of like situations, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot until I got on the shrooms. It was that bad. But yeah, back to the shroom trip, nigga. Like, I started motherfucking floating probably like 30 minutes in, probably like an hour, because I started off with a 0.5, but I wasn't really feeling it. So I'm like, all right, let me up the dosage and see the difference, you feel what I'm saying? So I take another 0.5, and then probably like 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by, nigga. I am met with motherfucking God himself, like, nigga, no funny shit, like, I was met with God, him motherfucking self, no lie, nigga. Like, everything that happened in my past out of nowhere, nigga, just appeared. Like, I'm telling you, like, dark shit that I really forgot about. Like, I really had to dig in that motherfucking hole, and I kept going deeper in that rabbit hole. It's like every time I had a question, a nigga had an answer for it. Like, I had the answer. Like, I don't even understand the fucking, like, at the time, I didn't understand the logic. Hold on. At the time, a nigga didn't even understand the logic. I'm not even going, like, cap, like, nigga. But, like, now I know. Like, obviously, it was my higher self talking to my lower self at the time. But, nigga, I'm telling you, like, I had the answer for motherfucking every question I ever want. Like, bro, any question that I ever, like, and it's not even just asked myself, like, asked other people and, like, got that answer. It wasn't the same, like, it wasn't what I was looking for. So when that shit happened, like, nigga, I got all the answers I was motherfucking looking for and more. And that's a different, like, type of, I feel like, courage it takes. Because I'm not gonna lie, I know how it is just being sober in general, you know what I'm saying? And, like, understanding the truth and taking the truth for what it is, full force. But that was like, nigga, the awakening moment. Like, boy, that changed me motherfucking forever. Like, ever since that day, boy, I never been the same. I let all them demons out in the motherfucking open by myself. Like, it was late as shit. It's like fucking what, like 11, 12 o'clock. OG can vouch, I ain't even gonna say his name, shout out to God, but he can motherfucking vouch. He came outside a couple times to check on me, all type of shit. Like, gang, I broke down something motherfucking crazy. Like, damn near like a hoe out that bitch on that period. Like, no funny shit. Like, gang, that was probably like a 2-hour experience. It's just me embracing and accepting, like, why everything went the way it did, and just, like, eternalizing, like, everything, gang. Like, that shit brought a nigga to his motherfucking knees. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I never dealt with no truth like that ever in my motherfucking life. Shout out to God. He's a youngin', real shit, because without him, bro, I wouldn't even, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't be this intelligent. I'm just saying I wouldn't be as intelligent as I am currently today without meeting him at the age I did meet him, and I'm gonna just put it that way. Like, gang, that was a different type of realization. And then, like, ever since then, I'm not gonna lie, for a while it took a minute, because I know people don't really talk about this, but, like, the paranoia shit and, like, just overly aware, my senses was heightened on a different motherfucking level from that point forward. So, like, I embrace my shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, most people, once they go through their awakening stages, I realize they, like, go back in the shell when they go outside and, you know, step around the people that they usually with, just to maintain the bubble so nobody won't look at them crazy, quote unquote. Me, and this, mind you, keep this in mind, this was like 2020, 2019, you feel what I'm saying? Like, me, nigga, I stood on that shit. I don't care what nobody say. Like, nigga, if you was watching from, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas know, dead homies. This is why I get the respect that I get too, because niggas know, boy, what, nothing can ever change me, none of that, nigga. Like, I'ma be me 24 motherfucking 7. I don't care who the fuck you is, who you bang with, none of that. Like, nigga, I'ma be me at all times. And, like, that side was always me that came out, but I'm not gonna lie, it was more so a hidden side, the side that they don't see when I'm in the house. But I brought it to the motherfucking surface. Like, that was, like, basically, quote unquote, the hidden side. Like I said, the whole time I was in that lower vibrational state, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I still had that higher conscience in my head, and I was always a smart kid, you know what I'm saying? It was just more so hidden because I used to want to fit in. I'm not gonna lie, like, and I ain't even gonna say want to fit in, it's just me personally, I didn't want to, like, I felt like I would have to explain myself if, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, I was rolling with the numbers, and I'm still am to this motherfucking day. That shit ain't never gonna change. I'm gonna keep it real for y'all, you know, but I was, you know, heavy into it, and that shit would have been, from my perspective at the time, a bad look how I was thinking. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna get nowhere in life unless you take risks, and that was like the biggest risk I took of my motherfucking life. Like showing that side, especially on the internet, boy, I lost every single friend I grew up with. I'm not ashamed to say it. Probably, boy, my whole family turned against me. All type of shit. Like that was a different type of spiritual warfare. I'm gonna make another video about that probably tomorrow, so you can understand like on a deeper scale as far as the like negativity and spiritual warfare goes. But I just wanted to get the basics out. Like nigga, lost damn near motherfucking everything. Like the whole world was against me except for Brody, obviously, the one who I came into this shit with. But everybody else, nigga, that like I'm talking about, I done been in the trench with for real, some shit, you know, I ain't gonna speak on that, but like nigga, they all flip. And like that's another thing that kind of fucked with my mental for a while. I'm not gonna lie, most niggas going, you know, but I don't need it back. That shit did fuck up my mental for a little bit because I really thought a lot of motherfuckers was with me, but I didn't see at the time that God was removing them people so I could get here and, you know, focus on my motherfucking goal and get to where I'm meant to be. It's just like, man, I appreciate the, you know, gratitude and shit that I'm showing now, but like that whole time, bro, like that was probably like a fucking 3-year span, 2-year span, and no communication with nobody back home, none of that. Like I know the average person can only imagine what that entailed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not to mention, it's just like conversations wasn't the same no more, none of that, because I didn't realize at that time like how advanced I was compared to the average. So I'm thinking like I can talk to these people regular with like, and I ain't even gonna say regular, how I talk obviously with elder God and, you know, more intelligent people. I thought I can give that to, you know, the trenches, but at the same time, you can't do shit like that, and that's something I had to realize.